Okay, we have our Vevor Ultrasonic Cleaner that we just removed from the box. And we have the little basket that came provided with it. It is metal. I will be looking for a plastic option because I don't want to have to deal with that. With the nicer stones, I don't want to get scratched by the metal. So the cord that came with it appears to be nice. I opted for the unit that does not have the drain or a hose that you have to plug into anything. It's a pretty self-sufficient unit, and it's small, and the batches of rocks that I do are small, so this is the perfect unit for my needs. Plug it in here. Just plug it in the back. Little on-off switch, which is nice. Nice little lid with the protective coating on it. Let's take that off. Not sure how loud this unit's going to be, but that's what we're going to find out in a couple minutes. Ooh, new toys. Unfortunately, it is made in China, which most things are these days. It has a nice little user's manual. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Not sure if I just pop those in. It has a better seat on it. Okay, let's get some water and see how loud this unit's going to be. Be right back. And we're back with our water. Turn it on in the back. I'm not worried about the heat settings. Just want to see how loud this is right now. Put the metal lid on and see what that noise barrier is. Wow, that's brutal on the ears. Let's try putting something underneath it. Does that affect? So we'll definitely be running this unit when we leave the room. I'm not going to sit in the same room with it while it's running because that will absolutely kill my ears. Good to know though. It was a good little quick pre-test. And now I'm going to grab some stones that I have. Remember that batch of ocean jasper that I did not so long ago? And I found a little plastic container. I wanted to see if it would fit, and I don't think it will. No, well, nope, it won't sit in there, so these won't work. Then I found just a couple of these, and they will. Anyway, back to the ocean jasper. It was pretty pitted. A lot of these white marks here are part of the stone. They're not stuck slurry, as you can see by the way the shine comes through. But I wanted to put them in. I need some water here. Sink that little bucket. I'm going to put all this ocean jasper in here. to see if, and I put water in the little bucket as you saw. I want to see if there's any grit or polish. I want to see if there's any polish stuck in any little minute pinhole pits and crevices and cracks and fracture lines that I couldn't reach with a toothpick and a toothbrush. So I want to see what comes out of it. So let's try this. Well, the nice thing is the unit kicks itself off after the timer goes off. So let's pick this out. Whoops. See how cloudy that water became? This is after a 5-minute run. Stone off. Looks lovely. So there's a druzy pocket. And now it doesn't seem like there's any polish in there at all. So I think this unit did its job for that stone. After watching a bunch of videos, I just thought I needed to try it for myself. So here's some more like little divots and cracks that the toothbrush couldn't get in. I don't know if that is stone or polish, so let's put that in this other bucket and go for a second 5-minute round and see what happens, because not all of these stones were in the same quality of shape. Like this one, I can still see there's stuff in there. So we'll put it back in, and this time I'm only going to do one layer of stone. Not that I really think it's going to make any difference. But you know, science. Gotta try different things. All those little pits are looking pretty darn clear. Not this one here. I'm gonna give it one more round. Dryer paper towel. These are all finished. They came out of polish. I was happy enough with them. They came out of polish because I didn't think this was going to be a successful batch at all, but we did get a shine. So I'm happy about that. But there was still, I mean, it was a really super pitted and cracked stone, and had a lot, you know, the rough had a lot of issues with it. And in the future, I just won't accept rough like that for a tumbling project. Tumbling's hard enough without having to have inferior product to begin with. I think that one's alright. I'm going to go through everything in this bucket, and then those that need to be run in the ultrasonic a second time, we'll do that. So give me 5 minutes, I'll be right back. We're back. So these are the ocean jaspers that ran 5 minutes of the ultrasonic cleaner after the polish. And to be honest, it's been like 2 weeks since this was in a polish stage. So they've been sitting around for a while, and I put them through the 5 minutes on the ultrasonic, which you just saw, and these are okay. Went through and they're fine. This little batch I think would benefit from a second round in the ultrasonic cleaner. And remember, we only did a 5-minute test. I did change out the water, make sure it's all nice and clear so that we can see the difference. This is the original test water, and you can see how cloudy it was. So, for comparison's sake, put more of that tap water in here. Alright. And you see the cloudiness difference. This was the first 5-minute run. This is going to be the second 5-minute run. We are just going to put it in here. I'm going to add a little more water so it doesn't float quite so much. And we've got the timer set for 5 minutes. Let's see, 5 minutes there. We're going to turn it on. It's going to be a horrific noise. We are not touching the heat temperature at all. We're leaving the heat on off. So this is just water, 5-minute increments. This will be the second 5 minutes. And we're back. So let's just move this out of the way. Take our little bucket out. I don't know. Looks just as cloudy after the second 5 minutes. Let's check this crystal pocket, this Vug pocket, and see if it's cleaner than it was before. Oh yeah. Well, it definitely works. Oh. I cannot explain to you the level of freedom this has given me just to have this ultrasonic cleaner now and proven it to myself that it actually gets the polish out of these little spots. I am now no longer going to worry about these bugs and these little druzy pockets and whatever and crystal pockets when I'm tumbling, because I know I'm going to be able to get that stuff out. Now, this is going to need a little bit more longer than just 5 minutes. Kind of see inside there. And I'm going to do it immediately after it comes out of a burnish cycle, not letting it sit for 2 weeks and cement in there. So that little bit of black is probably grit from stage 1 or stage 2. because the pre-polishes are white. So, yeah. But it's a lot better than it was before. I'm going to run this one a little bit longer because I want to see if I can get it out at all. Like, I might just give it 30 minutes and let's just see if it ever comes out, or if it's once cemented in there, it's cemented in there forever. Because I'm sure a lot of us rock tumblers want to know that question. Can I save it if I've really royally screwed it? Yeah, there's nothing in that one. Nothing in those cracks. Looks better than it did. I don't know, that still looks a little like it could use more. You know, that might just be the camera angle. This is my favorite piece of the Ocean Jasper batch that we ran, because it's got that translucency from that quartz seam. And I just think it's really pretty with a little splash of red in there. Yeah, that just might be old grit that I'll never get out. Still a beautiful stone. So we ran it for 5 minutes, did a second run for 5 minutes, so this has been 10 minutes total for this batch. Oh, that came out lovely. Look at that. Just the rock face. Okay. It's good and clean. Oh, I'm having fun with this. Do 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 do. Aw. I think to do a better comparison on the cleaning of it is not to let it sit for 2 weeks, but again, we just got the machine, so these were polished before the machine came in. We'll have something come out of polish probably in a week or two, and we can test it with those. But I just wanted something to do while we were waiting. And that looks pretty darn good. I mean, you see those chips and fracture lines. Those are, that's just the stone. There's nothing in there. No polishing compound. Alright, let's pull these out. Set them there and dry them a little bit. Let's look at the water. Let's adjust this camera angle. They look about the same. About the same level of cloudiness. So the first 5 minutes, the second 5 minutes. They both ran a 5-minute cycle. Fresh water both times. So, yeah. Did get a little bit more out of there. Now I know that I'm not running it for the recommended amount of time. I'm not running the heat cycle. This was just wanted to check it out. Absolutely beautiful. would say it worked. Alright, we have two more, or those 3 or 4 pieces. Then I'm going to do a further test on, because I can. Alright, let's pull all this back up so we can see. Too many adjustments on this. There. Nice clean water in the unit. I'm going to go dump these out and we'll be right back. Alright. Dry them out. Oh! Send it across the room. Dry this one out. Alright, we're going to put 2 rocks in that one, and we're going to put 2 rocks in that one. Alright. Now I'm going to do something different. I'm going to again run a 5-minute cycle. Here, let's just hit that so it'll float. 5-minute cycle. But this time, I'm going to put borax in one of them. And I'm going to put a whole tablespoon, because what the hell? This is kind of silly because it's going to run over into the whole thing. It's not going to work. Hang on, let me dump some water out of that one. Dump some water out of this one. I don't want the borax. I don't know if this is going to work. Just love experiments. Alright, let's try something else. See if that just takes up enough space. Oh, perfect. And it'll keep these from tipping over. Now, this one is the one I want to do an entire tablespoon of borax. And I want no borax in the other one. And I want to see if on a 5-minute cycle, if it makes a difference. Okay, we're going to set the timer. Oops, that was too many. Timer down. Just 5 there. Well, isn't that interesting? I figured that the borax would have dissolved, and it didn't. It's still just sitting in there. Very interesting. Slippery, slippery rocks. I noticed that the water's not foggy on this plain water one now. It's not been any more polished to tumble out. Oh, that's still a little damp. Seems to be brighter. In case I haven't mentioned this, rocks are slippery. Alright. Still seems that might just be white stone. I'm thinking this might just be as good as it's ever gonna get. Polish is very nice. Here's the other one that was also in the borax. Yeah, I think that's just the white crystal. Alright, we wanted to see if we could get anything else out of that druzy pocket. It looks like it's the same level. So that's either the crystal or it's baked in grit from the first stage or two. I couldn't get out with a toothbrush. But this has had 15 minutes of just water. 3 5-minute cycles. Alright, I need a drier paper towel. There we go. Alright. I'm going to say that the ultrasonic cleaner does get out anything that's not cemented in. So you can see that water is still pretty darn clear. I am just amazed the borax did not dissolve. Like, that just blows my mind. Wow, that is really, can you see that? It's like a shelf. Like, created a shelf of borax there. I can get my finger underneath it. Holy cow, look at what it did to the borax. Being the ultrasonic. Wow. That blows my brain. Wow. Cool. I maybe not use borax in the ultrasonic cleaner in the future. Yeah. Alright, we will be back with this lovely unit. Actually, let's do it right now. Alright, we've got this relatively clear water. And this is the calligraphy stone. It's a really soft stone. Let's see if it blows up. Let me put a stone in here that I don't really care about. A couple of these rough ones. I wonder if being a soft stone, if it's going to blow up in this unit. Let's give it 5 minutes. Right, it's been 5 minutes, and we can see how red that water got. But did the stones get any better? Well, I would say, yeah. I mean, look at that big old hole. There ain't nothing in there. Ooh. Holy crap, that really works. I don't know why I'm always surprised when stuff works. Calligraphy stone. Super soft stone. I was kind of expecting it to explode, to be honest. That nice piece of clear quartz there. That's awesome. I am not finding any of that issue that we had originally. Oh, yeah, I'm doing an ultrasonic cleaner after every burnish cycle on a polish. This is crazy. Wow. Yeah, it definitely worked. Oh, we'll get rid of the little red water.